Zacho, umuhle sana.
Atumelanga, hamonate guy. My people are welcome to Epic Vision Entertainment. Oh yes. Shebeletse the real talk with myself for Fezile le panakisi mense. So baneng ba yeso la tseba hore ka laboraro hangata ke tloa ke bua ka dithuto kapa ke le sherela information about businesses, small business information on how we can help each other grow our businesses. But hey, tsatsing lena la ka sheno ke le tshwaretse a short video mo eleng hore DJ Sibu o shera maikutlo a hae ka lethabo la nang le lona ka ditaba tsa hore MacG o ile a turn down the deal ya $1 million American dollars. Yeah, so $1 million American dollars, we are talking about something between 18 and 20 million rands. Yeah, MacG turned that down. So I think this thing is a month ago or something like that. But then I just wanted you guys to see Letabo la DJ's Boo Mwelong Hore Oshera, one of his experience ka what MacG did. So eventually for the video ya DJ's Boo and then nahe kita for my thoughts kamaramo.
I love MacG, man. I love MacG, man. I'm gonna come back with my commentary, but I wanna play you a video of the reason why I love MacG, guys. This is why.
But it's crazy, man, with this podcasting space because it's such a new industry. Like it's tough to like quantify things and like put things into perspective.
Because it's uncharted waters.
Exactly. Because I was in America and there was an American company that offered $1 million to buy the podcast network. And, I was chatting to Bara and it sounded like, a good deal. But when we looked at it, we were like, nah, man, we valued it way more than that, Yeah. So it's weird, man. It's a weird space. Like, there's no formula, like,
And what do they want?
Ownership.
Full ownership.
Yeah.
That's like 18, 20 million rands.
Damn.
Yeah. But I said no, and here we are.
Hope you don't regret
Mind
it.
you get.
Hope you don't regret it one day.
Look at it.
But yeah, good move though.
All right, cool. Let's go.
About a year and a half ago, the Hustlers Corner, my podcast, was sitting on about 100 and something thousand subscribers, which is now more than double that. And I'm highly appreciative and I'm honored that we got an offer of an overseas company trying to acquire half of our podcast for $500,000 US. And I did share about the story. Go check out my Facebook. I spoke about it a year ago. It even made some headlines on some newspapers. And some people asked me like, why didn't you just sell it and go build another one? I'm like, if they can offer me that amount of money, what are they seeing? What is it going to become in the future? What are the possibilities? This industry is still new. Nobody knows where it's going. And the reason why I'm making that example is because I've always been looking at MacG as our leader in South Africa in terms of podcasting and the podcasting culture. And one of the reasons also why I turned down that amount of money, it was also a selfless deed, knowing that obviously I could make more in the future, but obviously thinking about the entire industry, that as much as I'm not the biggest podcast in the country, but I'm one of the biggest, one of the top 5 biggest podcasts. I kind of felt I'm representing an entire generation here. Podcast space is still new. I can't just make decisions based off of just myself and my own selfish interests. So that's the reason why I want to big up MacG. He understands that $1 million US, it's a lot of money, right? But it's a lot of money to who? And if they're already offering you that amount of money for the biggest podcast in Africa, how much more money is there? How much money did Spotify give Joe Rogan? About 200 to 300 million US dollars. How much money did Spotify offer, apparently, allegedly, offer Joe Budden, the Joe Budden podcast? I think it was about 2 years ago. I think over 50 million US dollars, which Joe Biden said no to. And now, Joe Biden's podcast is one of the biggest in the US, but at the same time, it's on the same level as MacG's podcast. So if Joe Biden can say no to 50 million US dollars, and then MacG gets offered 1 million US dollars for the biggest podcast in Africa, that is as big as the Joe Biden podcast, being offered that amount of money by a different company, what does that say? And what potential is it showing us about the future of this space that we are all in, which is podcasting? Guys, the future is great. And we should all be applauding MacG for making that move and saying, no, that's not how much we are worth. The biggest podcast in Africa with 1 million subscribers, you want to give us $1 million, you want to offer us $1 million US dollars? That's an insult. Not even 50 million US dollars, just like Joe Biden, the one he said no to. Not even at least that amount of money. At least in South African rands, that would have been at least $1 billion. No. Big up to you, MacG, man. Thank you so much for being a trailblazer. Thank you for being an incredible example. Thank you for being selfless and thinking about all of us, the entire industry. Because if they can offer you $1 million when you are our leader with the biggest podcast, what are they saying about the rest of us, the rest of our industry? So big up to MacG. Go to his platforms and tell him that I gave him some props, and I just wanted to say thank you. I've got a lot of respect to him and his team. I wish you guys all of the best and looking forward to how the future unfolds in this podcasting space. When are you joining us?
Yeah, but fair too. This is a business move, you know. This is a business move. Eso khono mamela party enu ya MacG from the podcast. And then umameti sibu hanta ahaile na ditaba tsa hae mono, you know. This is a business move. Somehow it depends on what is your plan with the business that you have, you know. What are the future plans actually ka the business elongore onaleona? Because there are a lot of people who are making businesses elongore in the future. They are going to sell them, you know. They're gonna start businesses, sell them, start a new business, grow it. Hakatawe aha esele worth some amount 18 abe airekisa. So now it depends on MacG plan ya haiki in this channel, you know. So for now, maybe I was gonna come up with something else, but now it's gonna be like if I start a channel now, that channel, will I also start a podcast, or am I going to start something different? But now you know when you talk about amount to touch there is a lot of paperwork. There is a lot of things what if maybe even if you start your own podcast or your own whatever, and then you are not allowed to do on the channel, you know. So yeah, I think Lena somehow because of MacG loves tabatabo broadcasting and all that, so he loves the freedom aifumanang within his platform or your podcast and chill. So yeah, maybe he has a big something elungore busy kayona, you know, ka this channel. I'm hoping one day saying MacG has turned this into some big network. Is gonna open a lot of opportunities to span. And what I love it's not only that, but because only popcorns and what yamachita ya comedy podcast, something like that. So somehow on their channel in a podcast and chill, integrate less spanning for machita among, you know. So maybe MacG is planning something big. We don't know. Maybe he's planning something big, we don't know. But hey, maybe little Hanako in the ear. Akaipuman abachile we rekisa if isena isekamete tachilete longore yena ekamutabisa. We don't know. Tata utwa Hanako in the ear or in a way talang. Otherwise, bafetu kitona ditaba tseo tsa kashenu. MacG turned down 1M American dollars bafethu hore a ke se kgone ho rekisa taba tsa hae. So ke tla le bona bafethu on the next episode ya The Real Talk le nna Fezile le Panakisi Mense mo Epic Vision Entertainment, the home of unemployment solutions. Ke a kopa le se ke la lebala ho subscribe on the YouTube channel, click the notification. If you loved the video, press that thumbs up. Ke ka ithabela haholo le re follow on Facebook, TikTok le yona X bana beso ke Epic Vision Entertainment. Nka ithabela haholo taba yeno no ha re kopaneng ka letsatsi le latelang e leng Labone, which is tomorrow. I love you so much. Le hlomphile. Bye bye. Mwah, mwah. Salute. The Real Talk with Fez.
So you know it hits. Yeah.